cool. Obviously that we went to Blackpool yesterday. Me and my auntie went up, and it was the first day of the Retro Gaming Expo, which was awesome. Tons of people, there was loads and loads of vendors, which was nice, but not as much as the Manchester play. And kind of like the general setup was right at the back of the hall. You had all the kind of current gen stuff and the indie PC games, which always I found kind of look really cool. Loads of respect for indie developers. And then in the middle of the room there was loads of retro consoles, ranging right back from like your Commodore 64, your ZX Spectrums, Atari 2600s, all the way up to, I think there was even like a 360 right on the edge of the retro stand, which is a little bit odd, but nonetheless it was cool. And then obviously right at the back, or the front sorry, was the retro arcades. Retro arcades, like there's modern arcades. So there was the arcades, again not as many as Manchester play, but still loads like Cubert, Super Hang-On, Kung Fu, which my auntie was absolutely annihilating. In fact, she broke so many records. We had to go on this, well, right at the end of the day there was this Retro Collect corner, the guys over at Retro Collect, and we were looking at the stalls, and there was this one called like Wiggle or something. I don't fully remember the name, but it was Wiggle. And the aim of the game was 30 seconds, wiggle the joystick from left to right as hard as possible and get the arrow as high as you can and maintain the arrow as high as you can. Chucks out a score at the end. And she tried it first, and all day no woman that sat down had got over 100,000. She got 370 something thousand in her first go, and it was second position. Some guy early on in the day had got the highest score. So everyone was like, yeah, come on, go again, you can do it. And I had a go, and I think I got like 140,000. So right in the middle of the road there, my mum was killing after, it was absolutely killing. So I can't imagine what hers was like. So she had another go, and she killed it.
Teams here have played Blackpool. We've got 15 minutes.
More.
15 minutes, everybody. It's 4:46 here at Play Blackpool. So make sure you check out
10 seconds!
training hall. Close the winner as well. So check out Unstop.
Without a shadow of a doubt, the most amazing.
Write your score down. Write it down.
Make sure you put the details.
So I was like totally immersed in Contra 3 or Super Protector Alien Wars. I don't know why there's a difference in names for the same game. But anyway, I was kind of more immersed on playing the consoles. I really enjoyed my time on the Master System. I was playing on Mega Man on the NES as well. That was pretty cool. And also on Contra 3. And I think I'd kind of got further than I'd ever got when I played the game at home. So I was like super stoked at that. What else did we play? We tried to kind of hook up on some of the ZX Spectrums, because right back in the day my auntie got me into gaming, and she had a ZX Spectrum 128K, I believe. And we played a lot of Skate or Die, and then that led on to me getting a ZX Spectrum, playing Horoscope, and so we thought, right, let's go, let's migrate to this, and we can kind of relive our youth, or rather my childhood, because I was about 5. And it wasn't working at all. We were like, what are we doing wrong? We're just kind of like bashing the keys, like, what's going on? Why won't the ZX Spectrums work? So in the end we didn't kind of get to play that, but I I just find it cool at expos where you just see things set up, and later on in the day I think I kind of went back to that and people were playing on it, so it was nice to see other people enjoying it as well. So trading hall was awesome. But again, I was a little bit shocked actually, because I think there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 vendors that sold games and consoles, and then other kind of random stalls, like stalls that were selling like machetes and samurai swords and knives, which was a little bit odd to me at Retro Gaming Expo, but nonetheless I guess it added to the versatility. Spending wise, wait a minute, I spent £300 on games and merchandise, all game related obviously, but I'll do that in a different video, so shh, don't tell them. So I kind of spent most of my money at Warp Zone and Retro GT, so I just want to say a big shout out to Rick at Warp Zone and Lawrence at Retro GT. Go check them out guys, their websites are in the description and their stuff is amazing. You'll see in the pickups anyway what you got. A really good chat with them, and like especially Warp Zone, like game wise there was so much stuff. And it wasn't just kind of quantities, it was the quality of stuff, as you'll see. So everything I've got is right here, like there on the floor. And I'm seriously, I mean, like even like the NES games, and the SNES games are in like Sentinel cases. And your unbox games, so like this isn't anything I picked up, but the unbox games, all kind of really nicely wrapped. And it's that finesse that, you know, when you're buying a game and you've got a pride in your collection, it's just that finesse of having that Sentinel case, because obviously you have to buy them separately, but Warp Zone were pretty cool in that everything came in, and it says on the kind of price tags if things are complete or not, so I really like that. You know, it's a shame there wasn't other vendors there, but I was totally happy at the choice that you just get from Warp Zone, so that was pretty rad. And obviously Lawrence at Retro GT, they stock so many cool gaming merchandise, so like bags, t-shirt, mugs, card holders, phone cases, caps, you know, and it's all really quality stuff. I think Lawrence does a lot of the artwork. I think you bought a mug last year that he'd kind of designed around like the pixel art and stuff. So again, it's that kind of finesse really that you get from some vendors. Sometimes you just feel like you're looking at a jumble sale, and you know, there were a couple of people there that I've never seen, like vendors right around the other side, that were just bits and bobs and stuff. So there was like no consistency, and I like consistency. So trading wise, it was really cool, and I want to know what you guys thought, so kind of tweet me what did you get. A couple of people have sent me tweets actually, so that's cool. So I think one of the awesome things about Play is the arcades, because arcades died a death, and again my auntie, we really enjoyed the Kung Fu. I think I have yeah, here we go, we were like smashing Kung Fu on the arcade, and I think there's 5 floors, isn't there? And we were all kind of crowded around, and she had a go. She got to the 2nd floor, I had a go. I couldn't get past the 1st. No, I got to the 2nd actually. And then this guy came on and just smashed it and went all the way and kind of completed the game. And so we kept kind of going back to it to try and see if we could beat our scores, and eventually she got to the 4th floor. It was really hard because on the 4th floor there's like loads of insects and crazy butterfly things flying around, and there's kind of way too much going on the screen, so you get like really it's like overwhelmed. But it was so much fun. I just love that. I just love retro gaming community. You know, people cheering each other on the arcades, walking around, saying hi to people, meeting people, some of which I didn't even know obviously, but it was nice that people said hi. And I just want to say thank you to the chap, I dropped it, bear with me, my first expo gift, little kind of sprite, you've seen it anyway, Jess. Thanks for that dude, that was awesome. I'll keep that right there, you can't see, it's just off camera, but yeah, it was awesome. So the main differences between you mean the Manchester one and the Blackpool one. First off, it was this kind of size of it. There wasn't as many arcades, consoles out, vendors. People actually, it wasn't as busy as I was expecting because Blackpool was chock-a-block. But I think the positives differences were you felt kind of more, it felt more like an expo to me. I think it was particularly because the lights were down and you just had the kind of the colours of the monitors and the arcades, and then there was bits of kind of green, red and blue light. Whereas in Manchester all the lights were on and you felt like you were kind of infiltrating a warehouse just looking at kind of random gaming consoles. So it definitely felt like more of an expo, and I think the community feel, the retro community feel as a whole, felt a little bit stronger. It was awesome to, again, people, oh, hi Jem, you alright mate, yeah. I was like, hi, how are you? And it was just awesome, and I don't know why that was. I mean, God knows, who knows, maybe you guys that went could answer in the comments. Oh, we were knackered at the end of the day, but I think that's all part of the fun. You know, you're on your feet all the time. I think we got there about 10:30. We were there right to the finish at 6. The whole thing was 10 till 6. And you just feel so exhausted, but I think you know you've had an awesome day. And I kind of didn't want to go home. I always get a little bit emotional inside at the end of an expo because you're like, oh my God, is that it? Really? I have to leave? You know, and where else are you going to find a shit ton of awesome games to buy and to play and to talk about in a day? It doesn't happen. So I think retro gaming expos over current gen are a little bit more unique, and I just love them that little bit more because they are so unique, and we don't have any decent retro gaming shops around here, as you know. It's absolutely crap around here. We need to move. We're moving. Tell me where you want us to move.
Indeed you are powerful, as the Emperor has foreseen.